People think there's always this miracle, right? So they're buy. This didn't work, so I got to do this. There's no patience around it.
Yeah.
And when you're using skincare products that oxidize or lose potency, for example, vitamin C's or retinols, depending on how they're packaged and how they're stored, they degrade with light exposure and over time. So finishing what you have is better for your skin and also for your budget.
This is Skin Talks, the podcast where we go deeper than skin, products, and trends and explore the conversations that actually matter in health, beauty, wellness, and confidence.
We're a mother-daughter duo and the founders of Boutique Skin Envie. After years inside the industry, we've learned that health is never just about what you use. It's about everything you digest, how you think, how you live, what you eat, how you move, what you put on your skin, and how you feel in your own body.
If you're looking for insight, honesty, and a fresh perspective on the future of health, beauty, and wellness, you're in the right place.
Let's get into it.
Skin Talks podcast by Boutique Skin Envie, hosted by Beata and Natasha.
Welcome back to another solo episode. Today, we are going to be talking all about TikTok trends, and we're going to be giving our honest review on them, if we like it, if we don't like it, if we're like so with it.
Because TikTok essentially has changed the skincare world in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and like consumerism overall.
Everything.
Yeah.
TikTok changed it. Instagram also, but more TikTok, I find.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a lot of things, and it just like trends just, they come and they're so strong and then they disappear. I mean, they're great.
They're great. And, you know, at Boutique Skin Envie, when we do our meetings with our customer service team and also with our our estheticians team, they tell us all the time that people actually ask them questions. Like they'll say, should I try this? I saw this on TikTok. My daughter said she saw this on TikTok and I should be using this product. We love the questions and we love that people are curious. So we love to have open conversations about it.
Yes, exactly. So basically we're just going to be listing a bunch.
Yeah. And also what I wanted to mention before we get into the actual 15 different trends that we've researched and found to be the most prominent, when you follow trends on TikTok, we also see a lot of damage and danger that happens. Like we are correcting a lot of issues through our virtual consultations and our consultations by telephone and chat with clients that have compromised skin barriers, extra breakouts, like burnt skin, because they followed something on TikTok and then they come to us and they're like, can you help me?
Yep.
So while it's changing the shape of the industry, there's also a lot of danger and damage that can happen from it. So that's why we wanted to have this episode, because we want to kind of demystify and debunk some of the biggest trends that we're seeing right now. And I guess one of the most important things when you're looking at a trend is, you know, when you're on TikTok or you're on Instagram or any other social platform, when you're listening to the person who's giving the advice, you have to ask yourself who's recommending it. Are they a licensed esthetician, a dermatologist, or a cosmetic chemist? It's very different when you're listening to somebody giving advice like that than when you're listening to a 25-year-old just saying, this is what I did to clear my skin overnight. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that you really have to look at where the information is coming from. Other things that you should be cautious of is really peer-reviewed science, not anecdotes.
Yeah. But I I've been noticing with some like influencers, content creators, like they always will preface a lot of their videos saying like,
this is what
I'm
works
not
for
a doctor.
me.
I'm not a doctor. So do what you will with this information, but this is what's worked for me. And I'm just here to like give my
feedback.
Exactly. So like, remember when you're watching your favorite content creator, your favorite influencer, like what they're talking about, just remember that they're not specialists unless they are, but they're
in your
not,
skin.
Yeah. And then but they're not licensed estheticians. They will declare it. If they don't declare it, just remember that they're just sharing their journey with their skin. Doesn't mean that it's going to work for you.
The same goes with us.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
We share our opinion and expertise based on years of experience of working with people and stuff like that. But just because we say this is what works for acne doesn't mean it's the acne routine for you, you know? And the other thing that I wanted to be cautious around or to have suspicion around is that dramatic before and after in 7 days. Like real skin takes between 4 and 12 weeks at minimum to truly see the results of what's happening with the person, right?
Yeah.
Free or do-it-yourself skincare doesn't mean that it's safer. So that's another thing. Most kitchen ingredients have the wrong pH for skin or contain enzymes that could cause irritation. And it's not safe. Not everything is safe for sensitive skin or deeper skin tones, or if you have hormonal skin. It's not universal recommendations. So most TikTok trends completely ignore this. They just go with like high level. Okay, so let's get into the 15 different trends that we decided to focus on. And just also, these trends really are not wellness trends that we picked. We picked really related to skincare.
Yeah, and we want to do sort of like a segment. Maybe we're going to be talking about different trends.
I think
like segment, wellness, body, different things that we're seeing that we want to kind of talk about.
Yeah,
and
because
share
like,
our
for
expertise.
example, when we were discussing this episode, in the meeting discussing this episode, you thought that it would be a good idea to talk about the trend that's happening right now with putting castor.
Navel pulling.
Yeah, but that's not skincare. That's more body. So that's why we're going to do a part 2.
First trend that we're going to talk about, which I've only discovered like as of a couple of weeks ago, was this PDRN salmon DNA serums. What is it? PDRN stands for. Now, don't kill me on this pronunciation.
I practiced it, so you try.
Polydeoxyribonucleotide. That was pretty fire.
That's a 9.5 on 10. Well done. PDRN is a big trend right now.
Yeah. So basically, it's a fragment of DNA mostly commonly extracted and purified from salmon that's biocompatible with human skin. It signals fibroblasts, the cells that make collagen, to repair themselves. So the science, basically, injectable PDRN has decades of clinical evidence in regenerative medicine, especially in Korea. The topical version, the one in serums on TikTok, have much less evidence. Topical molecules struggle to penetrate the dermis where the magic happens. Our take is that the injectable version delivered in a clinic is the real game. The topical serums are not bad, but don't expect the injectable results from a bottle, which goes for anything really. Our tip on this, honestly, is like really do your research on what you're doing. Don't waste money on PDRN products that don't list the percentage on the label. Marketing without numbers is just marketing. We talk about this all the time. Like really look into it, do your research. But I mean, so ultimately, what's our opinion? Like it depends. We're not like a take it or leave it, but it's cool. Like there's science behind it.
There is some. It seems to be on the rise.
Yeah.
I haven't personally seen any PDRN IV infusions in any clinics here in Canada. I haven't heard about it, but I know there's so much going on in Korea right now in the skincare industry.
They're honestly a lot more advanced than we are.
They are. And we're going to talk a little bit about something else that's coming out of Korea that we're seeing right now. Like originally when I heard of Korean skincare, I hadn't heard of any of the brands. So I assumed that there wasn't really any research or anything behind it.
You got a lot of slack on that.
I got slack and I'll take it. Like I'll be, I did research since then. And Korea has some very, very interesting technologies and developments in the skincare world that we're definitely going to see more of in Canada. But I'm always hesitant when stuff comes in as a trend. I don't love the trends always because I don't see the science. And unless something is Health Canada, you can't get anything that's Health Canada approved. But if it's not permitted to be imported into Canada because it contains ingredients that haven't been verified yet, I'm cautious on things like that. I'd rather let things settle down a little bit.
Yes.
And then see where we stand on it once we have a little bit more.
And like do your research and find the Korean brands that have been around for a long time.
Yeah, and there are some good ones that we're seeing.
Don't go potentially with the new brand that just came out that's like now it's a salmon, like all these, like it's just like it's a craze. People are jumping into this whole
but why are you using it? Like the question is, if you want to use, like all of a sudden everybody's like, okay, PDRN. Okay, well, why are you using it? Yeah. Why do you need it for your skin? Yeah. So those are the things to really
and do your research. And don't just get whatever.
Don't do things that are just don't jump on a wagon just because everybody else is doing it. You got to look at yourself and what's going on. Okay, trend number 2:
skin
longevity versus anti-aging.
We've spoken about this before.
Yeah, and I'm a big take it because I like the concept of a philosophy that shifts away from aggressive anti-aging and leans more towards long-term skin health, barrier strength, and resilience. Yeah. Because like somehow anti-aging is like stigma. It's like it's a negative connotation. Like, oh, you're getting older, so that's bad. Like, I don't see aging as a bad thing.
No,
but I do believe in preserving your body's best health.
Just
and
the
that's
word, just the word longevity has more of a positive connotation versus anti-aging.
Yeah. It's like, it's not,
overall.
but we're so used to saying it. Even myself, I say it all the time, but we're so used to saying, oh, that's anti-aging, but it really should be, well, that's more leaning in this longevity, which is what is the better, more even healthier way to express the aging of the human being. So for me, when you look at the science, healthy aging skin needs barrier support, antioxidants, also known as vitamin C, sunscreen for protection, and consistent, gentle treatment over time. And that consistent, gentle treatment over time has 100% is the science backed for me.
Yeah.
You know? So my take is that this conversation is this is the conversation we're having with clients for years, and it's finally trendy. So I really love that. Like talking about health. Skin longevity does not mean doing less. It means doing the right things consistently. Again, sunscreens, antioxidant is something that everybody should be using. Retinol, hydration, and that is the formula towards skin longevity, in my opinion. So I love the skin longevity.
Yeah, we both take that
trend because it also involves more than just product. It also involves like sleep and many other things. So I like that.
Yeah.
This is one that I also love as well. The next one. So you go for it.
Our third trend is skin streaming, skin minimalism. We love this because basically it's really just taking away this like over use of product and really just simplifying your routine to 3 to 4 products, like not overdoing it, not applying 14 different products. Like we saw there was a big trend at a time where everyone was using everything. Now it's really like stripping it down.
Their skincare routines are this many products, right?
So now you're really stripping down to the basics, what you actually need, what's going to actually work for you. And I think that's amazing. So like cleanser, serum, moisturizer, SPF.
That's a perfect skin minimalist routine, and layering things with a sequence that doesn't disrupt the skin barrier, that respects the skin barrier, that doesn't cause pilling on the skin, like, you know.
Yeah. And just like over consumerism as well. It's just better overall not to be like
less is more.
Yeah. You don't need to be buying so much. And coming from a standpoint of like professional grade skincare, less is always more. So even when you're using a product, like it's one pump, that's it. Like you don't need to be doing 4 or 5 pumps and like applying it. It's just overall using less is better for your skin. It's not necessary to just slap on all this stuff all the time.
No, and I find also when you get into professional and medical grade skincare, I find that you need to use fewer products and higher quality products. So it goes from quality over quantity when you're getting into these brands. And I find that when you're going to like very inexpensive skincare, there's a reason it's inexpensive, right? So people get the feeling sometimes that it's not enough for their skin. So that's where they end up like putting so much on and not getting anywhere with their skincare. So really quality over quantity is always the better choice. The fourth trend, I had not heard about it being talked about this way, but it's called the Project Pan. And I've heard about it, but not in this way. So what it is basically is using every product that you have before you buy a new one. That's a hard concept to imagine, but it's basically a sustainability movement and an anti-overconsumption push, which I think is a definite take it, in my opinion. When you're using products, like people think there's always this miracle, right? So they're buy. This didn't work, so I got to do this. There's no patience around it.
Yeah.
And when you're using skincare products that oxidize or lose potency, for example, vitamin C's or retinols, depending on how they're packaged and how they're stored, they degrade with light exposure and over time. So finishing what you have is better for your skin and also for your budget, because you're going to be spending less, you know? So again, our take is that we love it. We've been doing it for years before it even had a name. So I'm glad we've been on trend for a while. And one of the tips is when you're buying products and hopefully you're in a minimalist routine, when you're buying products, look at the back of the product and there'll be like a little jar or a bottle that has the cap that looks like it's come off.
Yeah.
And there it'll say 9 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months. And that's the amount of time that you have to use the product after it's been opened. And that's very important. And it's Very important, especially when you're dealing with retinol or you're dealing with SPF. So always look at that. And when you're using 4 products and you give it the time and consistency, you don't need to buy new products until you're coming to the end of them. So you should never be wasting. I love the sustainability movement. Really, I do.
Yes. Now the 5th trend is matcha-infused skincare, which I honestly haven't even seen.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this at all. That's not on my For You page whatsoever, but it's interesting. So basically...
So it depends, right?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I just think that ingesting matcha, like drinking matcha...
So let's talk about what matcha is,
matcha is green leaves extracts.
It's green tea leaves, finely ground.
Green tea.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
And they originally come from Japan.
Yeah. So basically, it's a high concentration of antioxidants, especially EGCG.
Okay. So now you're going to practice. We practiced this before, but what is it? What is EGCG?
Epigallocatangallate.
Yeah. Say that again.
No.
It's basically
a type of antioxidant.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's found in green tea.
Yeah.
That contains...
Basically, it's an antioxidant, it's anti-inflammatory. So, of course, there's good benefits for your skin. You can imagine that if you put this into your skincare, you're going to, it's like free radical damage, all that stuff with antioxidants. It's going to be anti-inflammatory, really, really good for you. But I just think that there's missing science background with it. I think that if you want to have the same sort of effect when it comes to antioxidants and all of this, just go with a vitamin C.
Yeah, vitamin C is one of the most researched and studied ingredients when it comes to as an antioxidant.
Exactly.
And if you really want matcha, like a matcha product for your skin to work, you're going to need a lot higher concentrations than what's typically found in most matcha viral products. Or viral products that you contain matcha. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're better off going with a CE ferulic from SkinCeuticals or a CE peptides from Vivier. You're going to get a lot more antioxidant protection and all the other benefits that the product offers.
Yeah. And I just think that you should just for me, it's like a drinkable thing rather than like a skin.
Yeah. And I think from what I understand, your body absorbs the EGCG more reliably through your gut than through your skin.
Perfect. So it depends.
Trend number 6 is hypochlorous acid sprays. And my opinion is it depends. So hypochloric acid, which is HOCI, is a molecule your white blood cells produce naturally to fight bacteria and reduce inflammation. In skincare, it's sold as a fine mist for the face or body. So it's well documented, it's real, and it's known that HOCI kills bacteria, reduces inflammation, calms redness, and is gentle enough for eczema, rosacea, and acne. It's also used in wound care for a long time. So it has a lot of science backing to it. We love it for the right skin. So that means that in the right protocol, with the right protocol as well. Yeah. So it's not a universal recommendation that we would make for anybody. If your skin isn't reactive, congested, breakout prone, you probably don't need it. So don't take it. Don't use it if you don't need it. We have one at BSC that we really love. It's called the Hyacin Active Purifying Mist from Hydrinity.
I use that every day.
It's stable, fragrance-free, alcohol-free with 0.012% HOCI and electrolyzed water. So it's designed for daily use on even the most reactive skin. But the protocol matters. So you use on freshly cleansed skin morning and evening, 2 to 4 pumps. Allow the mist to dry for 30 to 60 seconds before applying the next product. Do not wipe it off. So the people that need to, the people that ideally should be using this are acne-prone skin, post-workout skin, post-procedure recovery, rosacea, eczema, and anyone with chronic redness or sensitivity. So if you have melasma, you don't need it. If you've got pigment, you don't need it. If you have got fine lines and wrinkles, you don't need it. It's not going to do anything to help your skin.
But I use it.
So if your skin is calm, balanced, and not breaking out, you don't need to add this product. So don't just buy it because it's trending. And hypochloric acid is naturally unstable. So you have to use it within 6 months of opening and store away from heat and light. And the most important thing when you're using it is that it's not like a one product solution to calm redness and stuff. It really should be used as part of a recipe. So part of a routine, which is normally 4 products.
Yeah. I love my product that I use.
Yeah. And I know like Alexa,
Yeah.
she uses it and loves it. She swears by it.
Yeah.
She says it's the best thing. It helps to keep her skin, like the texture on her skin, less breakouts and stuff like that. So for you, like using it, even though you've got melasma, it's not there to correct melasma, but it'll help you with breakouts. It'll help you to maintain that kind of homeostasis. So your skin doesn't have the same like monthly breakout, or keeps it at bay a little bit more. But I don't need to use it. It's like, it's not for me.
Yeah. I also find that, this specific product helps like balance your pH in your skin. The Hydrinity product helps, and it helps also absorb the other products. This is specific to this product though.
Yeah. But we have other ones on BSC too.
Yeah. Our next trend is Korean sunscreen filter. So what it is.
And I will say that it depends with this one. Like, I'm on the fence with it, and you'll explain why.
Newer chemical UV filters developed in Korea and Europe that aren't yet approved in North America. So they give lighter, more elegant textures and broader UV protection. So,
which is interesting, right?
We love that. It's a better technology. The filters approved by Health Canada are older. Korean has 30 plus years of innovation. We haven't seen it here. Like we mentioned before, they're kind of a little bit more advanced. Like they're doing things over there that we're not yet doing.
Well, we're very archaic in our approach here. Like it's to get a change with Health Canada, or like change in our medical system, change in our school systems in Canada, or like Quebec.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. They run archaically. So it takes them a long time to be able to approve something. So it could be that this
is going to come eventually.
Yeah, but it could be that it's like the best thing that could ever happen to us, but we won't know. Europe and Korea and a lot of parts of Asia are way more advanced than we are over here. We take too long to get things in here.
But so like I said before, always make sure that you're buying from a reputable brand.
Like Canadian retailers.
Really, but just stay away from Amazon. And make sure you're buying from brands that I said before that have been around for a long time, not just a new brand that appeared on the market and that just like is catching on to the trend, because is it really like, does it hold that much value? I'm weary about that, just because the industry here is so
regulated.
But no, like Korean skincare is so popular right now that everybody wants to create a Korean skincare line. And it's like, okay, but like, are you just hopping on this trend, or do you hold substantial value to your brand? Like, do people do you have reviews, like all this stuff? So like I said, stay away from Amazon listings, go from a Canadian.
Like unregulated listings. There's a lot of unregulated retailers, and you really don't know where your product's being made or how it's being manufactured. When you buy from a Canadian retailer, it is controlled to a certain extent, and it's just, I think, a safer choice. In the meantime, we've got tons of beautiful SPFs on BSC that all have elegant, all effective, and their textures and finishes are absolutely beautiful. So there's a lot that you can get here. Yeah. But I'll look forward to seeing.
Me too. I'm actually kind of excited for that stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes.
There are thousands of products out there. Every brand claims to be clean, clinical, or the best. It's impossible to know who to trust. At Boutique Skin Envie, we do the work for you. We don't carry everything. We curate only the brands and products that are science-backed, results-driven, that we love and feel are truly worth your skin and your money. No paid placements, no hype, no guessing, just skincare you can trust, with real guidance from people who actually care. Use code SkinTalks15 at bskinenvie.ca. That's bskinenvie.ca for 15% off your first order.
So the next one, trend number 8, which is called Spicule serums, also known as marine sponge microneedles. I'm going to say right now, without having too much info on it yet, and I haven't completely digested it, I'm going to say to leave it. And because basically what it is they're serums that contain tiny silica needles harvested from marine sponges that create microchannels in the skin for better product penetration. The application stings or tingles. So for me, like if I look at the science that I know, the micro injuries are real. And so is the irritation. So without professional control over depth, pressure, and skin condition, you can cause inflammation, pigment, and barrier damage. So like just applying a serum that creates all these microchannels
is weird.
Is a bit like it's not controlled. So how, like what if you apply too hard? Does it go, I don't know enough about it. So I'm just going to say no.
No, I have
it's a hard pass for me. I'm more inclined to go for things like microneedling, which is done in clinic and it's done there for a reason. The professional version of microneedling is it's controlled, it's sterile, and it's tailored to your skin. It's not a one size fits all, right? The home version is uncontrolled and chaotic. For me, if it tingles, the thing is, if it tingles, it's working is one of the most dangerous skincare myths on the internet.
Yeah.
Tingling can mean irritation, not efficacy, especially in this case. So, like if you're new to medical grade skincare and you've never used a vitamin C before or a product that contains an AHA or a BHA, you will get a tingling sensation. That's normal. But a product that is putting little micro needles in your skin that causes tingling and like that for me is a red flag. I would be very cautious of that.
Not sure I'm getting that one.
But I understand like why it's so popular on TikTok because it's like they're saying basically microneedling in a jar. You can do it at home. You don't need to go. And that is not true. I don't think that that's a good message to ask or to put out there.
The next one is Snail mucin. I've heard a lot about this, like everything that I feel like we're going on a trend here of talking about Korean skincare, but it's basically a filtrate secreted by snails. Mostly used in Korean skincare. I've seen a lot on it. It looks very interesting. I would say that it depends,
like curious,
but I'm definitely curious about it. I wouldn't mind trying it. It contains hyaluronic acid, glycoproteins, copper peptides, and antioxidants. So sounds great. It's basically, snail mucin is genuinely hydrating, calming, and barrier supportive. The clinical evidence is real. It works, but because I lack knowledge in it, like I think that we have other ingredients that do the same job with more research behind it. So I'm a little bit like, not sure. But I mean, I'm down to try it.
Yeah.
And look into it more. So that's why it depends.
Yeah. So if you want to try it,
I've seen people use it and their skin is like very nice after.
I've heard people have good things to say about it.
And you could put a filter on. So
but like, basically it's basically a hydrator, right? So,
but it also has antioxidants.
It has antioxidants. Yeah, no, all that. But I would say that if you're going to use it, I would layer it after your serums, not before. Because the texture can block absorption of the other products.
From my understanding, it's quite a thick consistency.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious though. I think that's another one we have to try.
Yeah.
So the next one is the 10th pretty much trend that's been around for a while, and it's the glass skin. I think it started during COVID,
but it's going down a little bit.
It is, but it's still there. And what it is basically a skincare aesthetic of luminous, dewy, ultra hydrated skin, which I mean, everybody wants, right?
Yeah.
It's often associated with Hailey Bieber and Korean beauty. We've talked a lot about Korean beauty today, containing lots of peptide serums and hydrating layers. So basically the science is the look is the result of deep hydration, an intact barrier, and a gentle exfoliation to be able to give that very glassy, beautifully textured skin. So my take is that the principles are sound. But the marketing around this is for me a bit excessive. You don't need a $60 strawberry mask to get glass skin. Like it's kind of a little bit overdone. For me, if you want glass skin, use a 4-step routine that supports barrier, hydration, exfoliation, and antioxidant.
Well, I think it's just like a healthy complexion, a healthy skin barrier is what's going to get you your glass skin. It's not like one product that's going to solve you.
Yeah, it's not like a strawberry. Like all of a sudden, okay, I'm going to use this honey mask that's going to give me my glass skin. It's not that gives you glass skin. What gives you glass skin is consistent hydration, a healthy barrier, and exfoliation, and using a consistent routine over time.
Yeah.
And don't, if you want glass skin, don't strip your skin because that will lead you might look great for a minute, but it'll lead you into more difficulties down the road.
Our next trend is red light therapy masks at home. I'm loving these LED masks. I've tried them myself. I love them.
But it depends if you use them.
Well, there's no consistency in my house, so
right. Yeah. So for me, it's a great thing. We can talk about the science behind it, but it depends.
I would have to say that I think it's becoming bigger and bigger, and not just red light masks like for your skin, like overall red light in general and therapy in general is becoming huge, and there is a lot of science behind it. So I think that there is some efficacy in it. I also think that using a specific brand like any brand on Amazon, maybe it's not the right light.
You have to look at the nanometers.
Yeah, you have to kind of dive into what kind of light you're actually using to make sure that you're not spending on money on something that's fake. Make sure you're using a right brand.
And what you're using it for. Like there's home light therapy masks that have like red light,
blue light, yellow light.
Yeah. So you have to, depends what you want
red
it for.
I think is overall also has some anti-aging effects. Blue light, I'm pretty sure, is for acne. And yellow light is for sensitivity, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We have one on BSC.
We do. We have the one, it's new. Let me just look at what it's called. Hold on a second. I have it here.
Hello Face LED mask.
Yeah, it's a new one that we just brought in, and it's FDA cleared. It has 4 wavelengths: red at 630 nanometers, blue at 460 nanometers, amber at 605 nanometers, infrared at 850 nanometers, and 280 high grade LED beads with a honeycomb safety design. So, but the thing is that you have to use it.
Yeah.
If you want it to work, you need to use it.
It's a good thing to start doing at home if you want to like habit stack, like wear the mask, do the laundry, wear the mask, read a book.
But I don't know, is it a plug-in mask or is it a battery? We have to, or if it's like a chargeable mask. I haven't checked that out. We have to check that out.
If you have to plug it in, then you're kind of stuck to one spot. But I know that there's some where you can like do multiple things at once with it, which is kind of fun. Well, so I like it.
Yeah.
If I was consistent in my life, I would use it.
And so to use it, they say to start with 10 minutes a day, 4 to 5 times a week, and do it for 60 days.
Yeah.
And then move to maintenance, 2 to 3 sessions per week. They say that you need to use it on skin that has been freshly cleansed. You don't put any product on your skin when you're using the mask beforehand. And it says to wear protective goggles every single time, because I guess you shouldn't be looking at red light directly, but I don't know if it has the holes in it.
I think there's like some women I see on Instagram.
I would meditate with it.
They meditate in front of a wall and they just close their eyes.
Well, I think it's a good way to build in meditation, which has huge benefits for us. But if it's anybody who wants to support collagen, if it's part of longevity maintenance programs, I'm not going to say anti-aging because we talked about that before. If it's for acne management or post-recovery treatment, it's excellent, but you need to use it. Anybody who won't commit 60 days of consistent use, it won't work. And then they're just going to say this didn't work. And so you're wasting your money. And then pair it with serums and product active ingredients like retinols, vitamin C's, hydrating serums after you finish the treatment. So you don't go to bed with it on.
No.
Okay. Skin trend number 12 is beef tallow. This is one that is really I find very hot.
Yeah.
And I would say it depends.
I think that overall, so what it is, it's rendered cow fat used as a moisturizer or balm. It's part of the ancestral skincare movement. Beef tallow contains saturated fats and some fat-soluble vitamins. It is occlusive, so basically what occlusive means, it means it forms a seal on your skin. But it's also highly comedogenic for most skin types. Bacteria loves it, pores hate it.
Yeah. We spend most of our time trying to help people with their texture, unclog pores, reduce the visibility of pores.
Yes, but I also think that it depends. I would say that if you're going to be doing this, make sure you're going to a brand that's very reputable. I just saw recently, I just got targeted for it with an ad from a woman who owns a farm and a proper farm. And obviously her family does things with the cows and she makes meat and all this stuff, and anything that's left over, all the fat that's taken from it, she turns it into beef tallow, and it's really proper product.
And her cows have been eating good foods and stuff.
It's not coming from a reputable farm, or it's not just I don't know. I feel like it's such a
just when it's a trend.
But is it regulated? So I feel like you have to, when you're buying this product, make sure you go to a very reputable farm and make sure the person who's making it is using proper, because you could add so much. Yes,
because every time there's a trend, companies jump on trends. They're going to start to mass manufacture beef tallow for skin. And then, but where does it come from? Is it really beef tallow?
So I think that
you have to be careful when it comes to stuff like that. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it belongs on your face.
And I wish I remembered the brand name, because I would then recommend it. Because for me, in the ad, it looked, and I looked it up. I was that's a very reputable.
Yeah.
She actually showed the entire start from finish of like the entire process of it. It was very cool, the ad.
Yes.
I mean, it got me.
Right. But if you're acne prone,
yeah.
I don't think the logical side of me says, no, you wouldn't put this on your skin. It wouldn't be good for certain skin types.
Yeah.
So you really have to be curious and dig into it a little bit more, because you can create a lot of havoc with your skin if you're using things just to use it. Okay, trend number 13 is do-it-yourself skincare.
We've spoken about this before, and I say leave it.
You know, the Ayurvedic traditions will say you take Greek yogurt, mix it with a little bit of honey, and put that on your skin. We know, Tashi, when you started breastfeeding, I said to you, use kvak on your breast to prevent your, what is it called? Mastitis, because it removes heat. And it does have an effect, and I used it. So there's a lot of things in nature that are good for reasons. So if your skin's feeling hot, I guess yogurt could be fine. But yogurt and honey could be fine. But that's not what many people are doing in do-it-yourself skincare. So for example, when I was researching it, there's this viral home face mask trend that involves a do-it-yourself combination of honey, brown sugar, and oils. And so brown sugar granules are too abrasive for the skin. Like, you shouldn't be using that on the skin just like that.
Yeah, so is coffee.
They can create micro tears. Honey is okay. But why? Like, what are you using it for? Honey has an exfoliating effect to it. Like, we know the warm honey cleanser that from IS Clinical.
Yeah.
Like, why are you using it? Also, like, you should make enough if you're going to do something like that just for like 1 or 2 days, because otherwise the bowls can breed bacteria, which can cause more problems. There are some natural products that are really dangerous for the skin. Like, if you just think, okay, I'm going to put like a lemon mask on my skin or a pineapple mask on my skin or something like that, it's too acidic for the face. Like, it's not good for the skin. It could disrupt a lot. So if you want to absolutely try a do-it-yourself home mask, do you plain honey with a little bit of Greek yogurt to remove heat, for example, which is good. Or like, if you want to take an avocado, which are super expensive, instead of eating it, putting on your face with an egg white or something. Okay, but why are you doing it? Hydration. I'm just a little skeptical. So I don't buy it. I think it can be more dangerous than good.
It already annoys me.
Okay. Skin trending. Next skin trend number 14 is slugging. We've talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
So basically, slugging is taking Vaseline. Originally, it was Vaseline.
So like occlusive, something that's occlusive.
Occlusive, non-breathable, that you put on your skin as your last step. Now we're seeing a lot of those face masks that people are sleeping in to create that occlusive barrier, to seal everything in.
And for a glow the next day.
So like, okay, occlusives generally lock in hydration. So we know when you're doing a clinical treatment, like an ablative procedure with a laser or like a CO2 laser, your skin is like virtually feels like it's burned. You need to put the occlusive barrier on it to lock in the hydration and to help the skin heal. I'm not a big fan of Vaseline. I prefer more like there's a product from Marini Skin Solutions that's excellent for post-procedure and also has other ingredients in it to help with like edema and stuff like that. And also, you said it, Alistin. It has a smooth recovery complex that I've used myself. It's excellent. That does a lot more, because Vaseline, while it's safe and been used, it's very bad for anybody who has acne-prone skin. It's a disaster for congested skin. And it feels terrible to put Vaseline on your skin. I'm not a fan. No. Like, it feels sticky. It gets in your hair.
No, absolutely not.
So yeah, I like the concept of slugging if it's to lock in hydration, but I would use more products that are hydrating products.
Yeah, I would use more day to day. It's necessary.
No, it's not necessary.
Definitely not. Okay. Trend number 15, AI skin analysis apps and wearable tech.
Depends for me. So what is it? It's basically AI powered apps that analyze a selfie and then recommend products for you.
It's very interesting.
Yeah. And, we also have things like the Oura Ring, which is you wear it and it detects all your vital signals in your body, your sleep data and all that. So they're saying, okay, fine. I personally love the Oura Ring because it helps me. Like it's detected a lot of things with me. Like since I stopped drinking, my heart rate dropped and I didn't do anything but stop drinking. And it noticed it over a period of 3 months.
Yeah, it's cool.
But when you have an AI-powered selfie, so for example, if you walk in a certain department stores, they'll take a telephone and put it right up to your face, and they'll say, "Oh, your skin's very hydrated," this and that. But I find that it's useful, but I do not think that it can be used solo as a unique technology for complete data.
Yet.
So for me, like it doesn't substitute a professional consultation, because when you go into a professional consultation, the person will feel your skin, look at your skin without makeup, talk to you about your skin, ask you many, many questions. So if you use it in combination with a professional human, I think it's great. If you use it alone, I don't think it's great.
Yeah.
Or at least not yet.
Or even if you use it with in that Vizia
technology is like before and afters and stuff.
But it reads your skin like on different levels. If you were to use that with the AI, then that would be helpful. Like you need something where like you need a complementary.
You need a human interaction because there's perception.
Exactly.
Like sometimes when you look at skin, you ask a lot of questions, you find out about people's habits. That AI won't ask you all those questions yet. It's not ready for that yet. Maybe in the future it will be. So, it's not a substitute for professional consultations. It's basically my take on it. And I've asked questions to AI about my skin, but I've also spoken to an expert. So then I accumulate data and I'm like, okay, that makes sense to me with my knowledge,
I haven't done that yet.
And at Boutique Skin Envie, we offered virtual consultations through our website. And also you speak to real professionals who are going to help you. We also, the chat box, and we have emails, telephone, you can contact us and ask for advice. So, and I guess for me, the best AI is still you being intuitive and paying attention to your skin and how it responds week over week. Like you can even journal if you want to, you can keep track of things that are happening. You can take pictures. That's the best form of AI for me.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
So let's talk about some of the trends we wish would go viral instead, which is kind of interesting, right? Because they are not the exciting ones that are like 17-step routines.
There should be a trend of doing daily sunscreen.
Yeah.
Apply your SPF daily. Where's that trend?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's the single most effective anti-aging or skin longevity product on the planet today. Yeah. It's boring on TikTok, but it's brilliant for your skin. I would say consistent use of retinol. We've got decades of evidence, and there's still nothing that has proven otherwise or surpassed retinol. And if you're really curious about retinol, go back into Skin Talks. We have an episode with Dr. Des Fernandez. He's one of the OGs of retinol. Yeah. He talks about it. He's in his mid or late 80s. He knows everything about it. It's a very scientific episode, but you're going to understand retinol a whole lot better.
Sleep. We should be talking more about sleep. I mean, we do.
I
think that is a trend.
It is a
coming,
trend.
Like with the Whoop, with the Oura Ring, with all these different technologies that we're using, sleep is becoming more and more talked about. So let's bring that a little bit further, because there was always this, I can sleep 5 hours and it's fine. I
don't need to sleep.
Yeah.
But they're linking it to all kinds of things, not just the skin, but they're linking it to mental health. Yeah. They're linking it to even longevity. Disease.
So 8 hours a night does more for your skin than any serum. So really, I think that should be talked about more often.
Absolutely. I would say water, and what I learned more recently, in the last couple of years, is protein. Your water and protein intake is very important. Your skin is made of these, so you need to feed it. Also your muscles.
Yeah. Finding one professional you trust that builds your routine over years, not by reacting to weekly trends.
And then also the other thing is patience. Patience seems to be not trending topic on TikTok.
No.
But it takes the skin between 4 to 12 weeks at minimum to really see results. So 1 to 3 months. Like if you're tackling acne, it's not going to be an overnight thing.
No,
if
even
you're tackling
pigment,
6 months. It could take pigment. I've seen acne 8 to 12 months
it takes
to
time.
fully clear it. So you need to be patient, and that should be trending on TikTok as far as I'm concerned. Stop quitting after week 3.
Yeah. So ultimately, like TikTok is not always wrong, but you're not always getting the full story of everything. So like, take what you want from TikTok, take what you want from this episode. Like, there's obviously great things out there. It's very knowledgeable, so much information, but there's pros and cons to it. So just really, I think overall, just speak to a professional. Make sure that you're following reputable people, speak to a reputable person, and make sure you're doing your own research. Get
advice and do your own research. And, you know, trends come and go, but your skin barrier doesn't, right?
Yeah. Ultimately, I think that's like the moral of this entire conversation, or like anything that we ever talk about, is just like, make sure you have a very healthy barrier, that your overall complexion, like that's just the base of it.
By the way, your skin looks fabulous today.
It's probably the highest in what is it?
Highest in active?
Yeah. It's
no, but it does. Your skin's looking great.
I'm back on Jan Marini.
It's so good.
Shout
it's
out.
Not Jan Marini, it's Marini Skin Solutions now.
I'm back. Yeah, it's true.
If a trend tells you to put food or animal product on your face, like, question it. If a trend asks you to commit less, listen to it. Minimalism is definitely having a moment right now.
Yeah, we love it.
And if a trend feels confusing, come and talk to us. We'll do the research so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun. Stay tuned for the next part 2 of this.
And if you have any trends you want us to kind of talk about, like, send us a message. We'll be loving to hear from you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for listening to Skin Talks.
If this episode inspired you, taught you something new, or just made you feel seen, please share with someone you love. And if you believe in thoughtful and empowering conversations that help you make better choices for yourself around your beauty and wellness, please rate and review the show. It helps us to grow our community, and we deeply appreciate it. Because this isn't just about skin.
It's about claiming your beauty, feeling strong, informed, and at home in yourself.
See you next week.